Sargon of Akkad, known skeptic and intellectual. It's got a podcast now. Anyway, I saw this a while ago, never got around to seeing it. OKCupid's degenerate adverts. I actually saw those adverts. Let's dive into it. Hit me up. Sargon, hope you're doing good. I haven't talked to you since you spammed pictures of my penis to your Twitter, then made it your banner image. Then, I don't know if you deleted that Twitter or it got deleted, but thinking of you, man.
OkCupid decided it would put some lovely adverts on the New York subway to advertise their wonderful platform, which is totally not full of whores. I don't know.
Oh, by the way, I don't know anything at all about Sargon's co-host. I legitimately have no idea. I don't know anything about him. I have no preconceptions whatsoever about this guy. In fact, I actually think I did see a clip once where he pushed back against something that Sargon said. Though I don't remember if that was to his credit or not. So we'll see.
I don't know, OkCupid, I just want to make fun of them here. Because, quite frankly,
fair, it probably is.
Given the adverts, that's a fair impression, I would imagine. So, let's go to this first article here. So, this is from Rory, writing on lotusears.com. Women rips down pro-LGBTQ ads in New York subway.
So, based queen, I think, is how we're supposed to be described there.
Officially. So, they're quoting here. The woman told fellow commuters that the images were, quote, propaganda, designed to, quote, affect the next generation. Several passengers seem to agree. And she was tearing down these pieces of paper, which have their degenerate adverts on top.
Good for her.
I know there was a lot of this, like, back and forth with the commuters, and her just saying this is all degenerate crap, and everyone was kind of in applause. They were like, yeah, this is weird, not happy about this.
Well, what were the adverts? I didn't actually see them.
Yeah,
Before we get to the adverts, I'd like to set the stage for what the Islamo-leftist position is on adverts.
Oh god, the last time I've seen a video with two British men, it was map men, and I'm getting severe British whiplash right now. Britlash, I think it's called, you know? In terms of, like, quality. Like, it's like, I hear two British people talking to each other, and I'm thinking, like, oh, quality, and then, you know.
Adverts.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So let's go to the next one. So
did I miss the Islamo leftist?
happy about this?
Well, what were the adverts? I didn't actually see them.
So before we get to the adverts, I'd like to set the stage for what the Islamo-leftist position is on adverts.
There we go.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So let's go to the next one. So we'll have the BBC.
That's me. I'm Islamo leftist.
Just want to make everyone remember this.
I remember this.
You remember this. So this is Sadiq Khan, the Islamo-leftist mayor of London, who decided that he would ban unhealthy or unrealistic body images.
So if we can scroll down a little bit, John, just so we can see.
That's the unhealthy or unrealistic body.
Not a degenerate picture.
Degenerate's kind of a catch-all term for these guys, isn't it? Really can mean whatever they want it to mean.
No, she is.
Wait, also, by the way, hold on. Having a woman in her underwear on public transport, how is that not... Wait, isn't it degenerate to have public displays of like, sexuality or whatever? This is... Yeah, hold on. Depending on where your line is for degeneracy, having a woman just, like, in like, a string bikini and yeah, like...
In a bikini, but that's about it.
Not unusual for women in the summer when they're on beaches.
Skinny. That's not unrealistic or unhealthy because she is a real person and is a health nut who would...
Yeah.
Well, there's nothing... I don't think that model necessarily is unhealthy. The messaging here... first of all, the image is heavily edited. The messaging here is undeniably healthy, you know. Dietitians have long weighed in on the social harm of these weird, like, diet culture advertisements, and they don't contribute positively to society. You know, I don't think they should be banned. Oh, did I say healthy? No, undeniably unhealthy. The weird diet culture stuff. The like, are you your sicko flat fabby thighs ready to get burned in the oven of weight loss protein shake hell? Get ready to have a 26-inch waist or you'll kill yourself by summer, or whatever. You know, it's not a tremendously healthy way of thinking about this.
Yeah, I looked into this at the time. It turns out she's just a vegan, you know, so she stays slim by just controlling her diet.
Yeah, but apparently at the time, 300...
Any other time, I'm pretty sure that Sargon would make fun of vegans.
78 fat people complained to the Transport for London.
No, count. 378 fat feminists.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, to be more specific. Or Islam.
Man, we're really back in... Wait, I'm sorry. Or Islam? Wait, hold on.
No, count. 378 fat feminists.
Yes, to be more specific, or Islamists, because there was
Islamists. Okay, we really are stuck in 2016 right now. This is incredible. There's absolutely no advancement, you know? What's the term? Washed up? Like, Sargon is on the exact same ideological track that he was on in 2016. Yeah, it has been 15 years since 2016. It has been 15 years. You know, the article is from 2016, yes.
also the debate at the time whether or not CityCom was doing this for religious reasons.
Should she be wearing a burqa?
Yeah, so the watchdog investigated this and ruled it was not offensive or irresponsible, so...
Women's bodies are not offensive.
Yeah.
Official government watchdog.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they're about to say that it is offensive to have people's bodies on display in the subsequent segment. So, yeah.
Yeah, TfL commercial development director said, advertising on our network is unlike TV, online, and print media. Our customers cannot simply switch off or turn a page if an advertisement offends or upsets them, and we have a duty to ensure the copy we carry reflects that unique environment.
Man, all I'm picturing is the soy wojak of a fat feminist crying.
He's genuinely stuck. He's actually genuinely he's in there. He's like in a time vortex. He's like in a fucking Groundhog Day loop where it ends again every stroke of the New Year's clock at Times Square, and he just gets warped back to the beginning of 2016. You know what this reminds me of? Oh, sorry. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of Big Red and also Trigglypuff. This. You know that Big Red, the one lady who's got red hair? Yeah, this reminds me of Big Red. I bet it was like 80 Big Reds who complained about that, right? Yeah. It's Big Red, isn't it?
Sat on the tube with this picture of a normal-looking, more attractive woman.
And then Big Red said...
crying hard.
So if that's enough to be kicked, that's enough to get kicked from the lobby of being on the subway as an advert.
I guess from the Islamo-feminist position.
Let's go back to OKCupid.
Wait, but didn't it not get removed? Or did it get removed? The Advertisement Standards Agency said that it wasn't removed. Wait, so I guess it wasn't removed. Islamo-feminists, they're obsessed with feminists and Muslims, guys. There's really no other explanation for it.
Cupid. So let's go to OKCupid's stuff here, and we'll just go through these images if you can click on them. And someone's saying this is unreal. So first one here. It's okay to choose Mr. Right based on how far he leans left.
So literally promoting left-wing politics in
Yes.
OKCupid's advert.
Okay.
But also that you should pick your partners based on political swings. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so that's the first one.
But hang on, before we move on, how ironic is this, given the trend in left-wing female circles of saying those stupid, sexy MAGA bros.
He's still thinking about shoe on head. Oh my god, he was thinking about her when he said that. There is not a doubt in my mind. There was no amount of money or evidence or scrutiny you could offer to convince me that he wasn't thinking of shoe on head right then and right there. He can still save her. He's still... Remember when Sargon got panicked because she was talking to me and he made a video about her falling into communism or whatever, and it was really creepy and weird, and he was talking like some kind of stepfather trying to bring her back over? Like, weird. Yeah. Ooh.
Look at them with their big hulking muscles, and I can't stop thinking about them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to get that feeling a lot, I think. A lot of this does come off as cope, where it's like,
feels
date
like
left-wing people, and it's...
date
5 seconds apart. Yeah, women on the left want to date us muscular conservatives. And then, yeah, this feels like cope from the left. Okay, let's just... This is going to be a rough one. This is going to be a big old... This is going to be an experience.
Left-wing men because they're a bunch of lonely incels.
What if I just don't want to? So let's go to the next one.
Wait, I thought the stereotype about leftist men were that they were over-involved, effeminate soy boys, not that they were lonely incels. That's the stereotype about the right. Wait, Sargon, are you just saying words? Carl.
So the next one is, it's okay to choose to only date someone who's pro-choice.
True.
This is propaganda.
Yeah, it is propaganda.
What? And? What? These adverts are left-leaning! Yeah? Okay. The previous adverts that you were talking about were affirming the worthwhileness of physical fitness. That's a political position that some people hold, some don't. Here's another political position. Everything's a political position. What do you want? Also, fuck yeah, I'm only going to date someone who's pro-choice. You think I'm going to date a fucking anti-choice bit? You think I'm going to put my dick in somebody who's telling me that if something happens, I've got a kid to take care of? Is that a fucking joke? Here, hold on. Let's for more on the matter, let's get a cat. Now, what did you find so funny about that particular square of carpet that made you want to claw at it for 5 minutes while I'm live streaming? Can you explain your thought process to me? How about you, Artemy? Would you want to date a girl who wasn't pro-choice? He says no. He actually shook his head there, see? Ooh. Whoop.
It is blatant, and it's blatantly political on a state-run.
Oh
medium,
no!
yeah.
Oh no! They can't put any political run Aderinos on my state-run Areno Metrorino. What the fuck are you talking about?
The New York subway. So we go to the next one here, the next image. It's okay to not date a man who won't vote for a woman.
True.
Oh, still,
But then the reverse of that must be okay. It's okay to date a man who won't vote for a woman.
yeah, I love how they're still insulted.
Salty.
Then
About,
put that ad up.
Get stuffed.
It's not her turn, I'm afraid.
Yeah, so we'll go to the next one, next link, because there's more of these, and they're endless. Here's another one. It's okay to have strong convictions and abandon them for a night.
No, it's not.
OKCupid.
That's not okay at all. Why would you say that?
It doesn't make any sense.
Well, what are the convictions? I mean, it really depends on the convictions, I guess. If they're about not cheating on someone, I feel like you should probably not abandon those for the night. Which convictions?
Like,
Well, yeah. Well, no. Like,
I think it's again giving the rest of the proper.
I think the implication here, this one is a bit more suspect. I think the implication here is that it's okay to think that you should wait until marriage and then get like gangbanged by 16 dudes in the back room of a party house or something, you know? That's my feeling. That's my belief. Now, it's ambiguous, so it could refer to cheating or stuff like that, but if we're talking about the validity of abandoning your strong convictions to get gangbanged, etc., then I think that's okay. But you shouldn't cheat on people.
Propaganda is about it's okay to date left-wingers. It's like right-wingers, please date left-wingers. Like, even though you're right-wing, just date a left-winger for once, please.
no, what that is
What?
trying to encourage women to have one-night stands.
There's also that.
Right. But the irony of this...
These guys are desperate to live in a reality where conservative men are like a sought-after commodity in spite of all available evidence. Especially on dating sites like OKCupid. I mean, any dating site is going to have a disproportionately urban user base, which is going to lean further left, you know? Like, it just, yeah, the math here is not really on their side, you know? Like, you know how every once in a while people will talk about like the one girl who wants a conservative guy or whatever, because they basically what they hyperfixate on says a lot about them. There are a ton of memes in conservative spaces about leftist women liking them because there are like a couple who are known to want to do so, like Shuanhead, but the vast majority of left-leaning women won't even talk to you if you're a conservative guy. Like, they will just instantly stop talking to you. So it's like they're desperate for the they-them shussy, you know?
This is that it's not okay. That will happen. You will have strong convictions, and you will be weak on them occasionally, and so you'll, fail to live up to your own expectations of yourself. But that doesn't make it okay, because the point is here to ameliorate the guilt that one feels for betraying their own convictions.
Yeah.
You should feel that guilt.
But also that you should have the same moral standard as Vaush. That
Hey, it's me! What's up? I didn't even know I was mentioned in this one. Name drop. Oh my god. Oomphy famous.
You know, say things until they're inconvenient, and then just go for whatever gives you power.
Ah, they mad. They're picking up on Destiny's lines, I see. Guys, remember, I prefer the Sargon tactic of saying things that are demonstrably incorrect and then continuing to say them no matter what happens. Come hell or high water, Sargon will still have his old 2016 talking points. I wonder what they're even referring to there. Well, they're always free to have me on if they want.
Point, because why not?
Yeah.
Anyway, so go to the next one. There's also the weird sex ones. So you have this. So these were also on the subway. These are just clear images so we can see them. You have the one on the left here. Every single pansexual, and then it's two people, I suppose.
Is that a weird sex one? They're blowing a gum bubble. Is that more suggestive than the woman in the bikini? Is this more... Okay.
Sharing a... What is that? Chewing gum?
That's
Looks
chewing,
like
Bubble
yeah.
gum? There we go.
Uh-huh.
And then the one next to it, every single non-monogamous. And then it's like a portrait of... I don't know. Like, it's meant to be, I think, like 5 people?
I think it's... Yeah. Right? You've got orange shirt, pink shirt, blue shirt lying on the lap, green legs on the ground, and then blue jeans with lime green socks wrapped around the pink shirt person. I see 5. See, you've got this person, this person, this person, the green legs here, and then whoever's wrapping their legs here. I don't... That's 3 people? No, it can't be. No, it can't be 3 people. It's not possible for it to be 3 people. The green legs don't match. The orange legs are here. Orange is a separate person. The green legs don't match with the pink legs, so that's 3 on their own. But then there's the blue shirt here, and then the lime green socks here. It's 5. It's 5 people. Wait, where's the... Guys, it's not physically possible. It's an edited image designed to make more people fit in the space than is possible. It's 5 people. It's 5 people! Okay. Hold on. Look. Okay. Orange is 1 person. We can agree on that. Pink is another person. Those are the only 2 whose full body is in frame. Oh, then you have blue, and you can see blue's feet up here, so that's a 3rd person. Then you have this 4th person right over here. You can see their leg here that's being grabbed by the person in pink, so that's a 4th person who's just sort of over there. And then you have green legs. That's 5 people. 3 people, 5 sets of legs. The point is that it's edited. You can't physically fit this many people in this amount of space. It is edited, yes. It's 5 people.
Hugging over each other on a park bench.
Just looks stupid, but yeah.
Kind of having sex. I mean, by the lady with her head down there. But yeah, yep, then more of this. So if we keep going, so we go to the next one. We have the lady tearing them down because she don't like them.
Absolute queen.
So she saw this stuff and was just going around tearing it carriage, being like, nope, this is degenerate propaganda.
So what is the argument here, exactly? They're like super soy-faced in favor of keeping the lady bikini ad. What's the issue with these OKCupid ads? They're propaganda. This is, again, I was saying this is like the hallmark of the dumbest people in the universe. It's when they're incapable of understanding that all political messaging is fundamentally propaganda, so they'll only say it's propaganda when they see it from the other side.
Get out of here.
I love the fact that nobody's... Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, well...
Maybe because nobody wants to just accost or physically stop a woman tearing down pieces of paper. Like, nobody... Who the fuck is going to stop a woman from tearing an advertisement? Like, what... Who's gonna be like, hold, I have to get involved and get myself possibly, you know, in trouble and have a conversation with the police just to... I gotta save this paper. Like, who cares? Who would care? Who the fuck in New York City is going to go out of their way doing that?
We're not
go.
going to play the audio, but the audio was everyone kind of agreeing with her.
Yeah.
I mean...
Well, how's she wrong?
Probably like 2
yeah.
people.
I mean, even in New York, I imagine most people are like, oh, come on. Like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And it is. So let's keep going. So let's go to the next one. We have some more screenshots that I tried to take out of that footage. So we click on the first one here. We've got the biggest tongue in the world there.
Do hate that.
Gross.
So it's got the word pansexual next to an image of
I'm pan.
presumably a black woman and a white woman, and the black woman's putting this humongous tongue into the throat of the white woman.
their tongues are touching in the middle. They're not. They would no. Yeah, of course they would think that. Of course they would think that. Their tongues are touching and they're merged. It's not one person's it's both of their does he just think it flares out at the base here and then it gets narrower in the middle and then it gets larger as it extends into the white person's mouth? Fucking virgins.
Okay.
And it really looks like Alien or something.
Yeah, it looks gross.
It also, a lot of people said it reminded them of the Stone Toss comic. You know, the one where it's like they're kissing, all this help us sell more burgers.
High familiarity.
Yeah, again,
well, in this case, they're selling a dating app, so it feels pretty applicable. Though I do like the fact that when they see an image of an interracial couple, like with their tongues touching, their first thought is a Stone Toss comic. Like that's the immediate thing that comes to their mind. Because the content of that Stone Toss comic is about using sex to sell things not related to sex or whatever, or interracial sex. But this is explicitly a dating app, so it actually is immediately relevant to the content of the stuff being sold. So it's more just like they see interracial people kissing and immediately they think Nazi comic.
I don't think this has to do with signups to OKCupid, to be honest. I think it has to do with something else. So let's go to the next.
Okay, wait. Are they Nazis? Wait, are they? Hold on. Dating people and making out with them actually is immediately relevant to what OKCupid is. What else are they selling? God, you guys are such pussies. Just say it's a Jewish plot to sell interracial. Like what? Like just do it.
Yeah, again, I don't think this has to do with signups to OKCupid, to be honest.
Why would it not have something to do with that?
I think it has to do with something else. So let's go to the next
Yes,
screenshot here. So you have a finger going through a hole in an apple.
What is that about?
Okay, whatever.
But what a weird. Hang on, what a weird finger.
I know. All of these.
How long that finger is?
Like
yeah, it's almost like all these images are edited to change the body in ways to evoke the symbolism of sexuality. It's almost like every single image has been. Let's just move on.
Alien again.
Yeah.
It's not normal. Let's go to the next one. It's just another screenshot in there. You can see them. It's like it's okay to date a feminist, and then there's also hands.
I just see hands.
Isn't it? No. It's okay to date a feminist. Please do it.
Yeah. So why aren't people?
We've got to put up adverts to convince people.
Yeah.
Again, like they're trying to convince themselves of some mythical universe. This is over century-old propaganda from back in the suffragette days. The idea is that women who wanted the right to vote like couldn't find a man, and they were only advocating for a right to vote to sort of become the man politically, like because they're bitter or whatever. It's never really been borne out in data. It's just something they tell themselves because they want to believe that there are consequences to one's happiness for disagreeing with them politically.
I noticed the MAGA guys definitely so okay to date a Trump supporter. People already are.
Not bother with that. And then we go to the last one here.
He's
so there's just, one more image for every single person. OKCupid.
Okay.
I mean that.
Where's the limit?
No.
Wait. What? What do you mean? Where's the limit? What's objectionable about this? If you saw an advertisement and it said for everyone, like, well, where's the limit on that, huh? For everyone, for dogs, then.
That for every single person, as in single people should use
okay.
That's the one example that's not degenerate.
Oh, see.
I have the inkling feeling in my head of the LGBTQ plus that might include a P at some point.
See, there we go. He thinks it's a pedophilia thing. Yeah. My dude, if you see this and you're thinking of children and pedophilia, that's on you 100%. That's your immediate thought right there. Yeah, I think we're in like alt-right territory with these guys, I think. Yeah. This guy sees for every person his head lights up and he thinks, children?
In my head as well.
I'm sure that's true.
But we'll give them a...
And Sargon was doing quite a bit of sussy-wussy defending sex with children on Twitter, too, you know? His original account got banned a while back, but he was doing some weird shit. I mean weird shit. Like arguing that post-pubescent children can consent to sex. You know, you can have puberty at like 10 or whatever. And he defended Amos Yee, that's right. Remember when he said that women over 30 have hit the wall? And his wife is over 30? Didn't he defend Milo as well? Yeah, I don't know. It's a little sussy-wussy from this guy.
The benefit
but that in and of itself, taken in abstract, there's nothing wrong with that.
Also, that does disagree with their previous propaganda, though.
What?
That you should be monogamous and pansexual and all the rest of it.
Sure.
that you should be monogamous? Was that what? What? It didn't say you should be pan, only that it was for pan. Yeah, okay. Legitimately too stupid to understand. This is advertisement. Not only is it advertisement, it's subway advertisement, which means that it's meant to be immediately read and understood by people who are on a busy commute. And these people are still failing to understand it. Like, this material is dumbed down to the lowest common denominator for anyone's perception. And do you think that's why Sargon chose him? That we're kind of like we're at intellectual par right now? Like, we finally found a match?
Sure, but like a single, yeah, well, that's true. But like, you know, in abstract, that itself is not objectionable for a dating site. That's the one thing.
If they'd just chosen that, no one would care.
No.
But they didn't. So let's go to the last example here. So this is just the one on the left at the bottom here that says every single submissive was just the other one. And also the every single introvert. With, you know, it's openly sexual.
Really? It's openly sexual. Well, you know, I've been fighting off the inevitable conclusion for a while now, but faced with this deluge of evidence, I guess I have no choice but to accept that, yes, these OKCupid ads are sexual. Yes, that is true. I disagree with the sub one. That's degenerate. Yeah, this one is degenerate, but it's because submissives are degenerate more so than because Actually, I think the main issue with this is that it's a bad Photoshop. There is no way your face would be this round if you were being smushed by high heels, okay? Your face would be a fucking pancake if you were being stepped on. Right here, okay? It'd be painful.
That tongue one is gross.
Guy, like, yeah, I mean, look at it. Look how long it is.
It looks like something out of Aliens.
Like, imagine editing that and be like, yeah, this is a good idea. It's terrible.
God.
Anyway.
But it worked. OKCupid got a huge amount of free advertisement because what they were looking to do was exactly this, to produce advertisement that was evocative and controversial and would get clicks and get people's attention. And they did, because conservatives predictably get triggered by everything, really.
Single vaxxer.
I have some unfortunate news for that lady who's going around tearing down the paper versions that are on the subways, because they've also done digital ads, because of course they have on the subway. So if we go to the next one here, you can see some like screens up. I mean, this does remind me again. What was the video we did about everything looks like a post-apocalyptics? Like
the cyberpunk future. Yeah, here we are.
Yeah, like that one on the left.
It does
every single vaxxer, and then it's the image of the alien tongue going into the white
tongues.
Ones, right? Yeah, which.
I mean,
it's like cyberpunk, guys. It's television screens. Known futuristic technology.
It just feels very cyberpunk, doesn't it?
It's very Kafka-esque, wouldn't you say?
Rightio. And it's not just OKCupid that are doing this kind of weirdo stuff. So we go to the next one here. This is one other she was tearing down, which is Dear Women, with some weird E everywhere. We're starting a fashion revolution and would love for you to join us, Old Navy. And then body equality being the sign-off there.
We're going to get mad over this, are we? Just this? Really? Companies talk about starting brand revolutions all the time. They've always been doing that. Is it the body equality? Like, sell this to me. Body equality. Like, this is going to be, this is just like Big Red being fat. Like, come on, hit me with it.
Yeah.
So again, it's just leftist, stock, woke kind of adverts.
Revolution.
And
I'm so sick of revolutions.
Well, is this allowed? That's the question.
What?
Is this allowed?
What? I'm actually baffled by that. I know it's been a while since I've covered Sargon, but like yes, it's allowed. It is allowed. It's clearly right there. It's allowed. Right, yeah. So, yeah. Yes.
Because it's not just about whether or not you think it's degenerate or you think it's leftist. Is this even legal, according to?
Let's see where they're going with it.
The authority in charge. So we go to the first one here, because apparently the Metropolitan Transport Authority, the state organization that runs the subways, has a long history with this debate. Because, of course, First Amendment, America, all the rest of it. So here we have the first one, which is from the ACLU. back in the day, in which they actually defended freedom of speech. And on here, they
What? The ACLU still... Okay, whatever. Just...
took the MTA to court over adverts. So an advertisement featuring a photograph of a crowded subway car with the headline, "With livestock, it's animal cruelty. With people, it's a morning commute." So making fun of the crap service. MTA stated it was rejecting the ad because the headline is directly adverse to the commercial interests of MTA, and that it is highly critical of the MTA's performance and its current mass transit services. Yeah, no S.
I'm not going to put that. Why? Because it makes us look bad.
Yeah, but it was a First Amendment issue.
Okay, so right now the laughter on their part is actually correct. The idea that the MTA would disallow an advertisement from running because it makes their service look bad is pretty hypocritical.
At the time, and they took it to court, and the ACLU won for the claimant. And the MTA today informed the ACLU and the United States District Judge Alan Schwartz that it would permit the ad to run.
There we go. That's good.
They ran an ad against their own commercial interests by force because you're a state-run entity, you're for advertising, First Amendment, simple as.
So are they
simple
going to make
as.
the same argument for these degenerate adverts?
Well, no, because then everyone saw that and thought, oh, well, that's funny. Imagine what I could put up. And they did. So let's go to the next one. There are some supporters of Israel, as they describe themselves, who put up some interesting adverts. So this one, they have a quote: "In any war between the civilized man and the savage, support the civilized man. Support Israel, defeat jihad."
Okay.
I just love how brazen they are. They're just like, I don't put anything on there. Why not? Yeah, First Amendment. And
yes. Yes. These are the First Amendment rights that we have. That is true. I like how... So the argument they're making right now is like, oh, so you've got your little firsty-worsty amendment women instead of a whole Buckingham Palace and the Queen. Well, do you, the United States? Well, how do you like this? Here's some bigoted advertising. We've been dealing with bigoted advertising for decades. For a whole... Yeah, okay. It's the First Amendment. We know. Nobody didn't know that. Everyone knew that. It's like... So you get to have OKCupid ads that are leftist propaganda. Well, how do you like this racism? Well, yeah, we know how the First Amendment works. Okay. This is fundamentally, though they haven't phrased it this way, an argument from hypocrisy. Yeah, by the way, these ads are from 2012. The OKCupid ads were from 2021. These are from 2012, and they're phrasing it like these were made in response to the OKCupid ads. In fact, I'm pretty sure they explicitly said that. Like, well, how do you like this? Yeah, that's like 500 years ago.
yeah, go for it. So this was Pam Geller. So she's now banned from entering the UK, I believe. She's on the ban list. Being a
Cool.
naughty
You're
girl.
banned for this.
Yeah.
God, okay.
So the MTA is not permitted to block pro-Israeli group from running hateful anti-jihad ads on public buses, according to the federal judge ruling yesterday.
Hateful anti-jihad.
This is from, what, 2012? Like...
Yep, that's how this is described in this.
If you can't be against suicide bombers, you're a hate monger.
Yeah, so the ad, commissioned by pro-Israel activist Pamela Geller, they put activist in quotes because they don't like her, and her American Freedom Defense Initiative were blocked by the MTA.
I see, Pamela Geller. If they like her, she's probably worthless. Oh, funny. Her name first comes up from the Southern Poverty Law Center. That always means you have a storied career. Here are some quotes. Barack Hussein Obama is a Muhammadan. He's not insane. He wants jihad to win. Obama is a third worlder and a coward. He will do nothing but beat up on our friends to appease his Islamic overlords. Yeah, okay, so she's a lunatic, right?
Last year, after the authority argued that they might incite violence. Geller argued that the MTA's move was a violation of her free speech, and Judge John Cottle sided with her yesterday. Quote, "It strains credulity to believe that New Yorkers would be incited to violence by ads that did not incite residents of Chicago and San Francisco to similar acts." So they'd already put them up in 2 other cities.
Yeah.
They were like, look, New Yorkers aren't going to start killing people over some ad.
No.
If this has already been proven that no one else cared about this.
Especially when the ad is against the people who kill people.
Yeah, but then they did one more. And this also went to court, and it also got through. So the ad they mention, the ad shows...
Wait, what is the point that's being made right now? It's like the argument they're making is like, ha, the First Amendment goes both ways. But we already knew that. So what is the... And this is like a really old story. There are probably like more modern examples you can find of people getting like conservative shit thrown up there in the MTA. I don't know what any of this has to do with the OKCupid stuff.
There's a man with a scarf across his face next to the words, quote, "Killing Jews is worship that draws us closer to Allah," attributed to Hamas MTV. Below it, it reads, quote, "That's his jihad, what's yours?"
My jihad is against bottoms.
Again, pretty spicy.
Yeah,
And,
that's very spicy.
Go to the next link. Yeah, they put it up. they forced them to put it up. And they put it on the buses, the metro.
But the thing is, have you ever seen any Palestinian TV?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the sort of thing
Hold on, wait, are we done with the OKCupid bit? If we're just gonna... Okay, hold on.
they put on Palestine.
No, that's the one in
That's
response to
All right.
Pam Geller doing whatever the hell they wanted, which was...
Oh, hold on. Wait,
That's
okay,
good.
we're moving
yeah,
on.
so we go to the next one. MTV votes to ban all political ads
MTA, not MTV.
from subways and buses
Okay.
in
that's
response to
All right.
Pam Geller doing whatever the hell they wanted, which
That's
was,
fair. No political adverts at all for anyone.
quote here, "Advertisements expressing viewpoint messages, regardless of the viewpoint being expressed, will no longer be accepted." That's a quote from the state who runs
So how are the OKCupid ones allowed?
That's the big question, isn't it?
Does the MTA currently have this ban? If that's the case, I wonder how that would rule with First Amendment stuff. But I don't think that the OKCupid advertisements even run afoul of this rule. Advertisements expressing viewpoint messages, regardless of the viewpoint being expressed, would no longer be accepted. It seems like they no longer want to have any advertisements that feature a political argument. But all OKCupid was doing was advertising who their services were for, every pansexual, every introvert, every submissive. Those aren't, it is political messaging in the same way that everything is, but the only real political message there is that these groups exist and that their services are welcome on OKCupid, which isn't really a viewpoint message. So I don't see how these run afoul of MTA's law in the slightest. It's just, if that's the case, like almost anything would run afoul of that law, because any basic statement contains within it implicit political messaging.
They had a quote, "We drew the line when we thought our customers, employees, and the public were in danger. The judge gave short shift to those concerns." They weren't in danger. Literally no one did anything. So that's the point. However, he could argue with the OKCupid ones, well, it did incite one lady to start tearing them down, so...
This is kind of shooting fish in a barrel, intellectually speaking. I know it's lowbrow, it's Sargon, and whoever the fuck this dumbass is. What's this guy's name? I will never find out.
Well, I suppose.
Wonder what can happen. They have a quote from the ACLU in response to them banning all ads. "It is unconscionable that you are thinking of banning all political ads from the transit system," said Christopher Dunn.
Pamela Geller should be totally free to call Muslims jihadis.
Yeah. But it's not just freedom to do it. It's freedom to buy up government, like, advertising space to do it. That's the debate, right? I like, that's amazing. That's amazing that America used to be that free.
Yeah.
Not anymore. Anyway, so they banned it. And I thought we'd just mention the ACLU because, I mean, doing interesting things back in the day.
Is that even Sargon of Akkad's channel? It's like a guest channel. No. This is Sargon's new channel. He has a burning path of demonetized channels in his wake. I think he has 3 demonetized channels. It's like Sargon of Akkad, and then like Sargon Cast, or like Akkad Live, or like he's got a run of them, and they keep getting demonetized for the hate speech or whatever. So then he jumps to a new one because YouTube's pretty lax about that. Keemstar's done it like a dozen times. Oh, the Thinkery as well, And now we've got this, and it's kind of like the Tim Pool Live, like they do a podcast bit, and then they just like post clips of it and stuff. Oh, here's us. Oh, we didn't react to this. Vaush and Hassan banned for racism. Wait, this is another guy. Oh, wait, is this not Sargon's channel? Because this is another guy. How many guys are there? Are there multiple guys? Oh my god. Wait, there are lots of guys. Never mind, I'm completely incorrect. It's a collab channel, and it looks like Sargon's only on maybe a third of the time? I don't know the exact proportion, but... Do like how our video got markedly more views. Feels good to be on top. If they don't like it, they can make their own platform. Let this be a lesson to everyone. Leftoid reality falls apart when the rules are applied even and fairly. It's just going to be a copy-paste of all of the comments we saw from the other conservative videos we watched, but probably honestly dumber. What were the other channels we watched? I do genuinely think that Sargon, and I guess this guy by proxy, are some of the stupidest people. I understand that I use this terminology a lot. So, you know, I don't want to wear it out too much because I need it to be meaningful. I legitimately just think that Sargon is low IQ, you know? Like, obviously he's other things too. Like, he's politically reprehensible, he's borderline a neo-Nazi. I don't even think he understands his own positions, really, but I just think he's just incredibly stupid. Just legitimately has low brain functioning capabilities. Almost holistically. Like, cognitively, like, it almost feels bad, you know? Also a pedophile, yeah.
And I just had to insert this to remember that why you shouldn't support them is
Yeah.
because they changed. Here you have the quote, ACLU, verified checkmark on Twitter. With Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg's death, we lost a champion for abortion and gender equality.
Imagine being a champion for abortion.
Weird thing.
Sure.
And on the anniversary of her death, the fight to protect abortion access is more urgent than ever. And then they have a quote here in which you can see, if you scroll down, I'm not going to read the full thing, but you can see they have the words person and there.
In square brackets because they've replaced the word her, right?
Her and woman.
Yeah.
They removed the words
So
from the
what does this have to do with the OKCupid thing? Is this just them getting mad at, like, random, the world
Quote.
moving on?
OKCupid.
See, I actually quite like the political adverts, and I don't think they should be banned at all. I can totally understand the sexual one, of course, because children use the subway, and you don't want to sexualize children or expose them to sexual things because you're not a leftist man. And so I
This guy spent so much time arguing. It depends on the child, doesn't it, Sargon?
can understand this being, I'm a obviously free speech extremist, but there are times and places, and this isn't it.
You're a free speech extremist in a video where you're celebrating a woman for tearing... Okay, yeah. Again, I don't think he even thinks about it. I genuinely don't think that he engages in, like, active deception when he lies about his positions. I don't think he understands them. I think he holds one thought in his head at a time, and when he does, the other thoughts just sort of fade away. I genuinely believe that. I don't think there's anything else going on there.
So quote here, in enacting the ban, New York follows in the footsteps of Los Angeles, Chicago, and Philadelphia, along with the political ban as well.
Yeah.
So a lot of other state-run subways.
So are we done with the...
So the other version, which is, of course, the average Joe test, which is, I was doing my duty as a citizen and making sure that these political ads and these sexual ads did not...
The site works is that you have bronze.
Okay, and then they have the last 3 minutes dedicated to their fucking offsite. As expected, this video contained absolutely zero, and I mean you can count them, zero arguments in favor of the belief that it is socially damaging or harmful for those advertisements to exist. So, it's that's the world for you. £30 a month. Well, to be fair, a tier 4 sub is $40 a month. Can we get any tier 4 subs repping in chat? How you guys doing? What do you guys got? What do you got? What do you got for me? Hey, there we go. Of course, it's free for everyone, but anyway, yeah, it's brilliant stuff. That we'll never get a debate with these people. They're I can't say they're smarter than that, but I feel like they've caught on. You know, even ants avoid the fire, don't they? So I can expect Sargon's not willing to jump on stream anytime in the near future. They catch on eventually, you know. Oh God.